The top stories. Polytechnic expands course offerings. We hear directly from the St. George watchman who feared for his life during the missing person search. And we have more primary schools games highlights. Welcome to Nation News for Tuesday, March the 3rd, 2015.
No matter where you are in the world, at home or abroad, Nation News keeps you connected with what's happening in Barbados through our website, video newscast, and online e-papers. So stay connected with Nation News. Your time, your way.
Its finances remain tight, but the Samuel Jackman Prescott Polytechnic will be offering a number of new courses in response to public demand, including renewable energy and textile design. Principal Hector Bell told Nation News that courses continue to be underpriced, but the Polytechnic wants to keep costs low for students. That extensive missing person search at the weekend has created quite a stir nationally, and the watchman has just added to the uneasy mix. David Sam, the watchman at Buttles Plantation in St. George, says he was in fear for his life when he was chased by 3 men during the search for Karen Harris. Mr. Sam told Nation News the men spotted a light in his face and he ran from his hut to the manager's house, fearing something bad would happen to him, but he found their home closed. You would have read his story on the front page of the Daily Nation. Now is a chance to hear him in his own words.
So I said to myself, well, let me think, because if I run in the cane, they might shoot me, because I know who the people them. You understand me? So now I stand up there. When I come out now, they're telling me, my man, who you working for? Who you working for? I tell them it's Mr. Ward. Mr. Ward who? I say I can't really remember the names, you know? I say I can't remember the names, but Mr. Ward. But they hold me up. I see one man come out like he got piece of rope, piece of wire, right? Coming towards me. So the other fella tell him, no, I get on to the boss man, you know? So that is how the other fella just cool himself.
Drivers and conductors of minibuses and ZRs have been wearing their legally mandated uniforms from this week to general satisfaction, it appears. New dress regulations officially took effect from Sunday, requiring all public service vehicle employees to wear specified yellow or grey shirts. Failure to comply can result in a fine. When Nation News visited the River Bus Terminal on Monday, commuters said the new uniforms would make the operators look more professional. Most of the ZR drivers we spoke to were also in favor, although they also called for physical improvements to be made to the terminal. Agriculture Minister David Esvik is talking tough about food imports. He says he will ask the Cabinet to require importers to prove that the items they wish to bring in aren't available locally. Mr. Esvik says he is confident that local producers can handle the demand for produce if they receive adequate investment and technology. Up next is Hayden Gill with the weekly commentary.
You could never have imagined that a missing person would have turned up so much controversy all across Barbados. Well, this was exactly the case with Karen Harris, who went missing last Friday evening. Thankfully, she was found by the following evening, leaving tongues wagging with all kinds of talk and even wild speculation, from that of race and power and influence, and the role of the police and the defense force. The people now waiting to see what happens with the next missing person. But there's a lesson from this event, which we should all take to heart. It's about the benefits of united stance, of people working towards a common cause, and most importantly, the need to be our brother's keeper, whether black or white, rich or poor.
In sport, NAPSAC, the primary school games, are ongoing at the National Stadium, as you know. We check in now with Andy Thornhill for action in the Anton Norris Zone, which covers 16 schools.
All Saints Primary winning both sections, meaning both boys and girls, and that has not been done so far for the season. From the inception All Saints stamped their authority from the first event in the 600 meters open for girls. And I tell you, midway through, they all but have it covered in the boys section with a tally of 122 points, with their nearest rivals some 40 points behind. The girls held their own. They were steady throughout the morning session, not only winning the middle distance events, but also capturing some of the sprints. That put them in good stead to be champions, and they maintained it and sustained it throughout the day. Even before the relays were run, All Saints out of St. Peter had it done and dusted. For the Nation Rock, I'm Andy Thornhill.
And finally, police in one New Hampshire town in the United States are handing out the kind of tickets some of you want to get for free pizza and French fries. Apparently inspired by how well residents in the town of Farmington have handled a tough winter, police have been giving out gift cards for people using crosswalks and driving properly. The tickets donated by a local business will be handed out through the end of March. Police have no plans to give up issuing tickets for actual violations. And that's Nation News for Tuesday. For more, log on to nationnews.com, as well as YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And remember to pick up your Midweek Nation on Wednesday or subscribe to our e-paper.